I don't know if you guys remember, but back in July, YG confirmed that BABYMONSTER would be debuting in September. Reports have now come out stating BABYMONSTER's debut has now been delayed to quote, improve quality. Now, as you guys know, I always try to wait for some kind of official response before talking about things, but in this particular situation, we are less than a week away from October at the time of this recording. So if you do the K-pop math considering teasers, concept photos, track list reveals, highlight medleys, especially for a debut, it's almost certain that it won't be happening in September unless YG suddenly drops it out of nowhere. It could also very well be that they are trying to time the debut of their new girl group either around or away from all the BLACKPINK contract news, which has been making their stocks go crazy with every new rumor. The latest report being that Rosé will be the only member to renew with the company, while the other three are negotiating with other agencies. Lisa could go to an American company that is said to be offering various business opportunities, including the rights to establish her own label. Jisoo is expected to expand her acting career, and not much was said to be known about Jennie's future plans. However, the report continues stating that those three girls are also discussing a hybrid contract with YG that would allow them to come together and promote as BLACKPINK for 6 months of each year. After this report started circulating, YG once again came out to say nothing has been decided, we are still negotiating. PLEDIS is another company that has released their own official statement, in this case, an apology regarding 17. Of course, 17 are set to come back soon, with short teaser videos being released to kick things off. They feature flowers playfully incorporated into big city landmarks in New York, Paris, and China, which is where the backlash stems from. The Beijing version had those flowers above the Great Wall of China, to which some people criticized as disrespectful and shows a lack of cultural understanding. PLEDIS immediately came out to apologize and took the teaser video down. The group Kingdom is dealing with a slightly adjacent situation with their upcoming album. When the preview was released, many criticized the design of the album as it seemed uncomfortably similar to the Quran, the sacred religious text of Islam. After people expressed that this being used as an album's concept design is offensive and inappropriate, GF Entertainment quickly responded saying the album's upcoming release has been postponed due to quote, internal circumstances, not directly addressing the concerns. The last pieces of more serious news are idols we won't be seeing for a while. Actually, it was announced that IRENE wouldn't be appearing with Red Velvet at SM's concert in Jakarta. However, she did show up, with Joy letting fans know that it's because IRENE really wanted to be with the fans. Though during their performance, you can really tell that she wasn't in the best condition, with aespa's KARINA seen checking on her afterward. Another interesting thing to point out is that IRENE herself is the one who said Red Velvet will be greeting everyone with a new album soon, likely confirming that it will indeed be a full 5-member comeback despite all the reports surrounding her contract status. Kepler's YESEO is also suffering from worsening health conditions, as it was announced she would be missing some of their activities right before the group's comeback. That being said, we'll get to some potentially good Kepler news in the positive section. Unfortunately, the news regarding TO1 is not temporary, as member RENTA has announced his departure from the group after a year and a half. This is the 5th member to leave the group in less than 2 years. And finally, I'll let you take this news however you'd like, whether with a sad or positive outlook, because we also won't be seeing BTS's SUGA for a while, as he is now officially enlisted in the military. As always, let's get to more positive things that we can celebrate in K-pop. Wake1 has confirmed that a recent meeting has indeed taken place involving executives from each of the Kepler members' companies to discuss the possibility of extending their activities together. Now, Wake1 did unfortunately say that no agreements have been reached, but I'm putting this in the positive section as it looks like additional proposals and meetings will be taking place. The last couple of days have been full of reunions. The Block B members reunited ahead of PO's military discharge later this week. NU-EST got together for dinner, the first time we've seen them together after disbanding in March of 2022, following 10 years together. So I'm happy the brotherhood is still strong and that the sisterhood is also seemingly strong, with the members of Brown Eyed Girls and even their music video director posting about their recent beach trip together. Sriracha and BTS's Jungkook just appeared at the 2023 Global Citizen Festival, with Jungkook becoming the first K-pop solo artist to do so, and even teased his next song 3D featuring Jack Harlow, an artist he has previously spoken about about his respect for. But while we wait for that, we've had so many releases already since my last video, including the debut of Fantasy Boys, of course from the MBC survival show, MLD Entertainment's new Filipino boy group NU-ID, who came from the same show as Horizon, and of course the debut of VCHA, the final lineup of JYP's A2K. And among all those debut fan cams, you might have noticed another because BTS V's dog YEONTAN is the first to have his own official fan cam. By the way, whoever came up with the term K-pop, absolutely genius. And speaking of fan cams, just a side note, if you're ever taking one of BAMBAM, just make sure you don't get distracted by one of his dancers.
Why don't you look at me and look at my dancer? I saw you. I was like singing like he was like